Hello and welcome to the channel, and welcome today to Metrocide from Flat Earth Games. This game's currently in early access and we're going to check it out and see what it's all about. So you play as a legendary contract killer, TJ Trench. So at the very start of the game you get to pick between, I believe it's a female avatar and a male avatar. So I picked the male one because I am a male, so just kind of went with it. It kind of doesn't really matter because by the end of it both of them wear brown long coat, hat, so you can't really tell that much of a difference honestly. And yeah, we go around the city and try and kill people. So we are going to go into a game. So it's mostly keyboard controlled. And yeah, we are going to do just that. So at the minute it's just kind of scrolling through the area, seeing all the different things that can go on. But we are going to check things out. So there we go. At the minute I've only got access to one map, but it's kind of cool because I only want to show you like what you will be doing at the start of the game. So this will be a fresh run. If you do die in this game, that's it. It's done, and I'll be playing just on normal difficulty as well. So once you actually get into the actual game, it'll look a bit like this. So it's WS and D to move. There you go, it's now even going to show you, so I don't even have to explain it properly. But mouse to aim, WS and D to move, so wherever my cursor is, W will just move towards that cursor, like so. And we are in a kind of strange, I want to call it steampunk, but that might not necessarily be right. But we're in this kind of steampunk world where right down here you'll see in the bottom of the screen there's like a flying police. They'll be looking for things going on. There's gang members. People have got trackers in them so that you can find out where they are. And we're a contract killer, so we are out and about looking for the dirtiest of scum to kill them. Well, not necessarily the dirtiest scum, just whoever pays the most. So here we've got a contact and we are going to go pick up our first contract. So we'll just go with the top coat, so Policia Wadley. So we need to assassinate her. She's 37 years old and she has a tracker in her, so we know where she is, I accept. Now, sometimes on those screens you'll find out useful information, like sometimes it'll say she's a smoker. So you can use that to your advantage, because obviously you don't want to just kill her out in the middle of the street. You've got to try and do it on the sly and hide the body, because if things find the body, then the police are going to start looking around, they're going to start asking questions, more cops are going to appear, and you don't want that. It's going to make your life awkward. So you've got to try and be clever about these ideas. So you've got to not kill in front of civilians, you've got to not kill in front of vigilantes, because vigilantes will just gun you down. You don't want to kill anything in front of a camera, because then there's evidence. You don't want to kill obviously near a policeman, because same idea, they're going to put you down. And once you're dead, you're dead. So then you have to do this all again. So we are currently using the navigator that's in the top left to go and try and find Policia. Well, I keep saying Policia, it's Priscilla. I don't know why the hell I keep saying Policia. It's Priscilla. Talk like a normal person. So she is, oh there you go. Quick idea, don't shoot in front of cops, cameras or civilians. Pretty useful information for all to live by. So here we go, this is our target down here, highlighted in the pink. So obviously they don't know that we're coming to kill them. So we can get pretty close, they don't really seem to bother all that much. They do not care at all. But we have to watch out for gang members, cops, all that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things around. So what you want to be doing really is trying to like kill her from an alleyway, as an example. And then, did she just go in here? Yes, she did. I don't know if you can actually go in these. Doesn't look like you can. You want to be like killing her from an alleyway and then quickly dragging her body into an alleyway and then dumping her like down a manhole and hiding her that way. But you start to get more ways to kill people. You can set up explosives, all that kind of stuff. Obviously at the minute I believe, because I don't have that much money, I've got to do it the old-fashioned way. I've got to put a gun to the back of her head and drag her down an alley somewhere and hide her body. Hopefully without getting caught. I've had to go on this briefly before, and it's incredibly hard. I don't know if it's just that I'm just dreadful, but it was very hard. I could get the people, I could kill them from an alleyway, like kind of work out where they were going, wait in front of them, just before as they were about to line up with the alleyway, I'd shoot them from down an alleyway. But then like a cleaner bot would fly past and spot the body, and then the police come and they start scanning civilians and like they tell you to stand still while you're being scanned. And you've got to stand there, otherwise they will gun you down. And then obviously they find that you've got a weapon on you. I mean, the first time I did it I got away with it, and they're just like, oh, you've got an unregistered weapon, that's a fine. But I actually found more money in the civilians' pockets that I just killed, like my marks' pockets that I just killed, so it didn't actually really matter that much. But obviously if you're standing near a body and you've got a gun on you, highly likely they're not going to be too pleased with that. So that's something we want to avoid. So unfortunately, all we've got to do for now is follow Priscilla here until we find an area where there's no civilians watching, there's no cameras, and we can put her down. And that is incredibly difficult to do. So she's going up here, so we're going to start like trying to, as it were, kind of get in front and try and guess where she's going. Because like up here right now is pretty quiet, it's not got that much coverage from a camera, the camera covers up to here. Unfortunately she's actually gone left, which is actually a bit of a nuisance for me, and she's going all the worst possible ways here. I mean, if this guy was to stay away, we could probably kill her really quick now, but there's a couple of people here who would probably spot me, so that's probably not worth the risk, honestly. I want to try and do this right, and so maybe I can show you one or two hits if we can. Oh, here we go. Right, here is an opportunity for us to get. Right, she's just heard that I pulled that out, so I want to be very careful for a minute. Now, if she turns left up here, I might be able to kill her here. Unfortunately, there does appear to be... Ah, there we go, they're actually going away. Now, the gun actually does take a little bit of a while to load up, so we're going to quickly do that. And then we're going to run over, we're going to pick up the body, and we are going to run back down this alley and hide the body. Sweet as that. Body stash, incognito bonus of 50 credits. No wanted, no witnesses. There we go. The perfect killing. Now, that's basically the idea of this, and that's just your first kill. So now we will go to another contract and we'll go to a contact to get a contract. Warning, your pistol is awful. I love that word. Buy better weapons and ammo at these handy vendor machines. Thank you. So yeah, my pistol is awful. That's nice to know. Right, let's talk to my contact anyway. If you want weapons or ammo, go to the vending machine. Okay, well, what contracts have you got first? Mariano, McCartney. Right, let's try and go for one of these ones that's worth a little bit more money. Oh, I think these might be timed, possibly. Let's have a quick look. Right, so this is a visitor, so she's only in the zone for a brief amount of time, so there's basically going to be like a specific time to kill it. Well, we won't bother with that one for now. I'll stick to the ones that aren't timed, because I tend to think things through maybe a little too much. So we have another person here, 26-year-old male, and has a tracker in them, so we can find out exactly where they are, which is pretty nice for us. I am, however, going to go and visit that vending machine for the guns and just actually see how much these actually are. Oh, tools. What tools can you get? The anti-drone EMP, the little friend hollow law, flashbangs, C4 explosives. Very nice, very nice. And we want weapons. I can't afford any of these. So it actually shows you which ones are actually legal to carry and which ones are... So both of these are legal, but you can carry like a pistol and things like that with you perfectly fine, it would seem. So from the looks of it, pistol doesn't say anything about being illegal, so you can carry a pistol, but you can't carry shotguns, rifles, that kind of thing. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Well, we can't afford any of that anyway, so we'll just carry on. So our mark is 170 odd metres this way. So we shall head towards them and see if we can find somewhere to pick them off and get ourselves a bit more money. So far, I am absolutely loving this game. I love the concept of it. It's very cool. You know, anyone who's watched my channel for a while, you know that I've got a bit of a soft spot for pixel art games anyway. I think they're very cool, and I think this one's got a very nice style to it. So I am enjoying it immensely at the minute. Plus it's a little Hitman game, and I quite like these kind of games where you have to think things through before you act and kind of plan in advance and try and work out things. It's got like a strange like management element to it, which I find very very compelling. I quite like it. But it also shows what a complete bastard I can be sometimes when I start planning these things through. But it's quite nice when you can get the like when it tells you that little bit of extra information about it, like when they're a smoker, because obviously if they're a smoker, they're most likely that they're going to stop every few minutes to light up. They might pop down an alley possibly, and obviously if they're going to go down an alley, that's the time. So we've now just got to follow her, try and get her into a place where there's no civilians, which is the main issue we're having at the minute, is civilians. So it's like I couldn't have waited down this alleyway to kill her because there's just civilians all around the place. I mean, she's got to be a bit nervous. There's a guy walking down the middle of the road right next to her and she's just not bothered. But who knows, maybe that'll change eventually once it gets into later stages of development. So, yes. Who knows what will change. As I say, it is early access. Please do remember that for the entirety of this video. So if you see any bugs or anything you don't necessarily like, please do remember that it could all be completely different within a month. I don't know how long their development cycle will actually be. So yeah. So far though, I am really enjoying it. I've spent quite a bit of time on it actually. Unfortunately Steam hasn't been counting it very well. But, you know. I really should actually turn the tutorials off, but I tend to do the first 1 or 2 hits, and then I tend to get killed by a vigilante or something who spots me while I'm trying to hide the body and just shoots me. So, I like to keep them on for now, just in case I get a little bit further and I miss something that's actually quite important. So, and we've got to watch out for these cleaning drones because they can actually spot bodies and things like that. There's a camera here, so that's no use to us. There's too many people around here. Oh dear. You can see why I don't really take the time contracts where they're just passing through a zone, because I think on those they intended to be a little bit more brutal, in the sense of just like hit and run, possibly. So, yeah, we're going to, she stopped to read a paper or something there? I kind of wish, that it would tell you a little bit more about what they're doing, like why they're standing there. It could be like, oh, she's, I don't know, for example, reading a paper or answering a phone call or something of that nature. That could kind of give you an indication of whether that's a good time to also strike. Because obviously if they're on the phone, would probably be a bad idea to shoot them. Because then there's still going to be someone on the other end of the phone that can report that there's been something going on. And obviously if they've got trackers in them, they'd know where it happened. So that's something maybe that could be something that they implement, maybe. That would be quite cool. Just so that as you're walking along, like based on maybe like a sight range, you can visually see she is reading a paper, she is looking at her phone, she is doing whatever. Right, here is a very good time for me to kill her. There's literally a guy right there. Literally right there. I need to get her corpse and get it in there without getting spotted. Uh-oh. I've been spotted. I have been spotted. Oh! Just as the police were coming to investigate the body, I hid it and they lost me. Right, now the police have just increased in presence, so it's now going to be a little bit more difficult because there's going to be more police flying around, because obviously they're a slightly more random element to the game. I think 2 hits is kind of enough for me to give you an idea of the basis of the game at the minute. I may revisit this maybe in a couple of patches or something and see what they've added and what they've changed. I may play a little bit more of it, see if I can get a couple more contracts in the bag, get myself a bit more money, and then try and show you some more stuff, possibly. That might be something for me to show you. Just so you can see how they start to develop later on. Maybe try and get some C4 or something and do some of the slightly more over-the-top kills. Let's just quickly... oh, good God, I can't talk at the minute. Let me just pop to a vendor. And I'm going to just see if I actually can get any more weapons now. No, they're still too much for me at the minute. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to have to do a little bit more to get those. But yeah, so this has been a quick look at Metrocide. It will be available on the 12th, I believe. I think. It may actually already be available as of recording this, I think. I think you can actually pick it up now. Yeah, I'm sure you can. When you're seeing this video anyway, the game will be available. I'm just not sure, because as of recording this, for anyone who doesn't get this, I am embargoed because they gave me early access to this game to check it out. So when you're seeing this video, the embargo's lifted, so I'm allowed to show you gameplay and talk a bit more about the game and all that kind of stuff. So that's when it will be available, 9 times out of 10. or if not, it'll be very similar. There'll be links to the websites and everything in the description as usual. So if you want any more information, go to the website, check out the Steam page, all that kind of stuff. So far, absolutely loving the game. I'm going to stop waffling now because I'm getting a little bit... I'm blabbering too much now. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do leave me a like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you soon. This has been Metrocide from Flat Earth Games, and hopefully you really enjoyed it, because I definitely did. Thank you, and bye bye.